I record pretty much everything on the road because it's weird. It's like I'm comfortable yet uncomfortable, and that's like a perfect combination to make a song. I'm calling the album Voice Notes because I use this is like my #1 songwriting tool. I record instruments, I record shakers and pianos on here, and I put them directly into the session. Attention was like the first song for the album, and it started out as this like really sad, depressing piano ballad, as most of my songs start out as, and then they become groovy, fun pop songs. This was the original voice memo for it. So depressing. And then it became a little bit more exciting. I wonder if this is the track here. That's the verse. And that just popped into my head, and it's so much easier for me to do that than write E flat, okay, treble clef, E flat, E flat. I don't even honestly know how to do it. I just have it in my head, and then I record it, and then it just goes into a Pro Tools session. And it started out as like this. Like something sneaky. And then I was like, it sounds really stupid. It sounds like a Disney movie, so I replaced it with this guitar here, which is me playing the notes individually on the iPhone and then layering them with this. All the waveforms are cut up individually, and I play them twice. The E flat, dun, dun, and the B flat, boom, boom, and then I pan them, and then they become this nice little stereo image, and it kind of sounds like I know how to play guitar. I added this Rhodes, and this was originally the verse, and I was like, it's too vibey to be the verse. The verse should just be like that melody that I had on my phone. So I had the whole thing in my head. I just had to like, okay, dissect everything, all the layers in my brain. This album I'm completely sonically modeling after Terry Lewis and Jimmy Jam, like 1988 to 1990s R&B. It was all really warm yet bright, so I always put, you know, my fake tape machine. If you can hear that little vinyl crackle in the background, you can hear the difference without it, with it. And then you have like the classic sweeps to create the energy, and everyone's like, oh my god, here comes my least favorite word in music, but like, here comes the drop, oh my god, here comes the drop, And then I don't give them the drop, I give them the anti-drop. So everyone's always asking about the bass. Who played the bass? What happened with the bass? Because I was obsessed with disco and how bad it sounded, but like the cool elements of it, like, you know, like that was really, really appealing to me, so I definitely wanted to throw that in there. So that sounds like the realest bass ever. So I printed that and added all the same thing with like the lo-fi, and added all like the weird hum to it. So my whole thing is like, you need to make each chorus sound a bit different. It doesn't really matter how much you put in, as long as it's just a little bit different. And what made it different in this chorus was the fact that there was just a cowbell. And I pitched it up, so you have the very groundbreaking lyric, "What are you doing to me? What are you doing? It originally was supposed to be like one, "What are you doing to me? What are you doing? Well, that's boring. Let's stack it a lot. What are you doing to me? What are you doing? Another one. What are you doing to me? What are you doing? And it doesn't sound like anything's changing, but it actually is becoming thicker. What are you doing to me? What are you? And in here is a buried acoustic guitar, and I'm always so weird about putting acoustic guitars in my songs, because if you put an acoustic guitar, it becomes like that record, like that very, you know, that record. But you can use them rhythmically, which is cool, so I just bury it in the background.
What are you doing to me? What are you doing? What are you doing to me? What are you doing? What are you doing to me? What are you doing?
I think it like sounds like if you were in like a hotel room in Miami in 1988 looking out at the ocean and there were white linen curtains blowing in the wind. My first album, even though it wasn't 100% me, it was me trying to figure out who I was musically. And now I've kind of arrived at that point. That's what Voice Notes is. Attention, I was nervous, so nervous to put this out because it sounds nothing like what's on the radio right now, and it sounds nothing like me. So I was worried that people were gonna get like really confused as to who I was. I guess, you know, drawing real inspiration, real life things from my life and putting them into a song, people gravitate towards that. So it worked.